Y'all are going to be really happy with this one too, because that's a nice little Periaba in there. It's got some great color. Even if you don't cut it, it's a great specimen. You know what I mean? But that purple and blue tourmaline, such a staple. 69 with Jim. Such a staple in tourmaline collecting. That's like the holy grail. Everybody wants Periaba, you know? 70 with Richard. 5 seconds left, y'all. And that's it, dude. You got it. Congratulations, man. That's going to be a fun one. Kelvin, your 71 just came in. Dude, you keep missing it. Do it 5 seconds earlier. Periaba tourmaline. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. Now, I'm not auctioning this off, but I did want to share it with y'all. These are some cabs I cut the other night. And as you can tell, I always use the finest plateware to put my finished cabochons on. But this is an interesting piece. This is golden quartz from Colorado. And this was an expensive piece of rough, let me tell you. That's why I'm not auctioning it off. But that was really neat. I had never seen that to cut it before. And I'm actually going to polish it a little more. Because I still have a little flat spot there. But I don't want to grind away all the gold. You know what I mean? I'm on YouTube also. That's awesome, man. The finest china. That's Walmart paper plates, man. You know, and I kept it the shape of the rough and stuff. I didn't want to lose a lot of weight on this. Because just this piece of rough was like $200. You know what I mean? So, and that's before I cut it. But yeah, I didn't know that Colorado had golden quartz specimens like this. So that's really neat stuff. And then, you know, I've been cutting some turquoise for some jobs, of course. This is that ceruleite that I have. That stuff is so pretty. Tell me that ain't pretty. That is gorgeous stuff. Look how blue it is. Now, this is not ceruleite. This is actually turquoise from Ithaca Peak, Blue Basin. And then, of course, a bunch of turquoise. Here's a dino bone. That's a nice one. Got some great webbing in there, scaling, whatever you want to call it. The cell structure. This is that Atlanticite. That stuff's pretty. Green and purple. Anyway, I just want to show you all that. All right, let's go on with the next auction, shall we? Let's see here. What shall we do next? How about an Epidoan quartz? This is a beautiful Epidoan quartz out of Turkey. Big chunky piece too. 2-minute timer just started, folks. And look at those nicely terminated quartz crystals in there. And just a forest of green Epido. And it's a nice double-sided piece as well. So look at that. Janae's starting us off with $3, and Jonathan following up with $5. I do not know the mine in Colorado for that piece, but I can find out next time I go to a show. The fella I got it from, he doesn't do the internet. But he's at all the shows. He's an old timer. You know, he's one of the graybeards in the business. And he had some slabs of it. He had some big slabs too. You know, it was like, you know, $1,000 for a slab. You know, it was expensive stuff, you know. Currently at $9 for the Epidoan quartz. So that is a beautiful piece right there. Nice big chunky one. You know, pieces this big, easy 50, 60, $75 on a retail show, you know. So you're getting a great deal here, y'all. Don't be afraid to throw a bid in there. Janae's our high bidder right now with $11. And we have 47 seconds remaining on that one. And, you know, a lot of these, the quartz is busted up. But on this one, it's not. So, some beautiful quartz crystals on that one as well. Rybar's got us on YouTube now, too. Current high bid of $17 with Jim with 8 seconds remaining. Jonathan at $18. Matt, your 18 came in after Jonathan's. We got 4 seconds left. Oh no. Boom. Jonathan, congratulations, man. 18 bucks. Congraties. That's a steal. I probably would have sold that for 50 bucks personally. You know? So, congraties, man. That's a great deal. All right. Let's take a little flight to Europe for this next one, shall we? Because I love saying this name with no teeth in. Faux Siderite. Let me take a little box. This is a cool little box it came with, too. I wish I could get these boxes. Out of Portugal, a beautiful little specimen of Faux Siderite. And starting bid of just $1. Oddball European minerals, man. That's a cool little piece right there. Starting bid of just $1 for a Faux Siderite from Portugal. And it comes with the cool little box. Matt starting us off with $2. Thank you, sir. Grant, $4. And from the looks of it, you know, the first bid has been coming in about 30 seconds in. So that's probably about what your lag is, y'all. It's about 30 seconds. So $4 high bid right now. Faux Siderite from Portugal. These are, you know, I wished I could tell you stuff about these, but I'm just going to be straight up with you. I don't know shit about these, y'all. I got them as part of a mixed parcel, and I've got probably 8 or 10 of them left. You know what I mean? I'd have to Google stuff about a Faux Siderite, but I just like saying it. Makes me think of Vietnamese food. Because of the name, of course, not because of what it looks like. But you can be the proud owner of one if you outbid Grant, which is at $4 right now. Matt coming in with $5. Jim at $6. I know I went on the internet once, and they were, you know, between 30 and 80 bucks, you know, for something this size. So, you know, you're still getting a great deal. $8 current high bid with Grant. And again, you get the really cool box. I bet you this box costs $2. I'm not kidding you. Gem boxes are expensive. So, Grant, you got it for $8. Sue, your 10 came in just right after the buzzer. I typically sell these for around 30 bucks, y'all. So you got a great deal, man. Grant, you got an $8 Faux Siderite. All right. One of the pieces that I wanted to do tonight, we actually bought Faux. That's right. We bought a parcel of these at Spruce Pine, and I just haven't been doing a lot of mineral stuff over the past couple months because we've been so covered up in jewelry. But I tell you what, these Druzy Malachites are freaking awesome. They are so good. The greens are amazing. Look at the sparkle on this bad boy. And you know what? Starting bid's just $1. These are from the Congo, of course, so you're going to have a fair amount of calcite in with these as well. Jonathan starting us off with $2. Janae at $4. But this one's very, very gemmy. Some really great sparkle in here. You've got a little bit of, they call that like a plankite or whatever, the little baby blue stuff there. But they're all copper-based minerals, you know what I mean? And I love copper minerals. I've got a nice little collection of them up here in the cabinet. High bid right now, $10 with Jim. $10 on the Druzy Quartz and Malachite. Richard coming in with 12. Grant, your 12 came in after Richard's. Janae pops in with 13. Jim at 14 with 45 seconds remaining. 45 seconds, and we have a $16 high bid with Grant. 16 bucks is the current high bid. Jim at 17. What do y'all think of auction night? High bid of $18 with Janae. Janae at 18 bucks. Grant coming in at 20. I think we might keep auction night for the Sunday night format. I'm really enjoying it. Jim at $22 with 11 seconds left, y'all. It's now or never. It's nighttime, baby. 22 bucks going once. Going twice, and that's it. Jim, congratulations, dude. That's a cool piece, man. There you go, baby doll. Right on. I'm glad you're loving auction night. Let us know what y'all think about it. It keeps everything loose. I like loose, you know what I mean? Not so structured. Lots of other things about my life are kind of structured for someone who's self-employed. You know? I don't like that much structure anymore, so having this be not structured is good, you know? I probably am my own worst enemy for that structure, by the way. Grant, there sure are, man. And if you want, when I shoot you an invoice tomorrow, I'm happy to show you what we have available. For sure. I've got them up to probably fist-sized, you know. Well, maybe not my fist. Maybe Kimbo's fist. You know what I mean? All right, next up, we're going to do a little bit of an oddball. We're going to visit the great state of Montana. And this is one of the largest pieces of this that I have. This is a limonite pseudo meteorite. They call it an impact meteorite. And these are super fun. Starting bid's just $1. Out of Montana, USA, the El Dorado Bar Mine, where they find the sapphires, is where they've been finding these. And my friend, Mr. Blaze Wharton, found a bunch of these and sent me some, and I just thought they were super freaking cool. So, an impact meteorite from Montana. And because of the limonite pseudo, they won't rust, which is really cool. High bid right now is Richard at $14. Grant at $15. We have 1:05 remaining. Impact meteorite from Montana, USA, folks. Janae at $16, Richard at $18. And they're not been tumbled or nothing. These are just, it's an alluvial sapphire deposit. So there's lots of water, of course, which of course just kind of rounds everything over and makes it shiny. So it kind of looks like it's been tumbled, but it hasn't. It was tumbled by nature. Let's put it that way. $18 is our current high bid. And Vistaprint has a 20% off sale right now, apparently. For new customers, right? I kind of roast my goat a little bit. I'm just saying. How come new customers only get the deal? I've been doing Vistaprint business cards for years. How come I can't have 20% off? $20 for Matt. 21 with Richard. And that's it. $21. Thank you, sirs. I appreciate it very much for all the bids, folks.
Richard,
Uh-huh.
I'm not getting comments.
I understand.
Uh-huh.
Get a new email. What's that, baby? Were you making fun of me?
Yeah.
Because I said, yeah, I do want to go sapphire mining someday, but it's just so far. Montana's a long drive, y'all. We did it, we did it this winter, and it was cool. But, like, Montana, it was either snowing or at night when we drove through. We didn't really get to see a lot of Montana. Same thing with Idaho. And it's two states I would have loved to see more of because they're supposedly real pretty.
You should check them out.
Don't be an asshole. You can come with me. He leaves. Baby, I'm going to Montana. I'll see you next week. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got next year. Pick a specimen for next, baby. Which one? This is Kimbo's pick. Yep, we did sell the dirt bags for a bit, which we've got a few of them left. One of these.
Yeah.
One of these two?
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right. Next up. This is a really cool piece. You might as well start bidding now. Look at the garnets, baby. Oh my gosh. I love these. That's, hey, Rybart, man, I appreciate you trying, dude. That's really cool of you. Like, I mean, that's cool. Thank you very much for your efforts. I'm very appreciative. So, Skardu, Pakistan, beautiful spessartine garnets, all nicely terminated. This is a killer specimen, y'all. This is, these are awesome. We used to call them garnets on snow back in the day. $12 is our current high bid. You know, I think y'all remember these went for hundreds of dollars. Of course, the pieces we had were larger. But several $100s a piece for these when they first hit the market. And these are great quality. So don't sleep on these. These are beautiful, beautiful pieces. The garnets are very nicely terminated. They have great color. $20 is our current high bid. I like how you did the rupee conversion. And we have 35 seconds left, folks. $20 current high bid. I think this could easily be a $40 or $50 specimen. So you're doing still really well at 20 bucks, y'all. Grant coming in at 25. And that's it. You got it, buddy. You got that snipe timed perfectly. Thank you, sir. That's from Skardu, Pakistan. There you go, baby.
Thank you.
Baby.
Baby.
Baby. All right. Next up, we're going to go to India for a minute. Let's play with a zeolite, shall we? Beep, boop, boop. This is just a really cool one of those black chalcedonies that we had, but it had the still bites on it, y'all. And it's just a really nice little piece. And I'm gonna pop it off the stand here just so I can show it better. Really great druzy chalcedony, and I love the these are very nicely formed and somewhat gemmy on the still bite, which is really nice, because let's face it, a lot of times the still bites look like ass, but these are really nice, and it's a great little, I personally love 2-inch specimens. Like if it can fit on a 2-inch stand, it's perfect for the wall cases that we use up here, So it's a great little piece right here. Current high bid's $8 with Josh. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. And we brought these and the red apopholites to the gem shows this summer. And I tell you what, we sold the hell out of them things. We're almost out of them. We don't have any left of either one. Spruce pine especially, we did very well with them. So if you are a reseller, don't be afraid to reach out and be like, hey, let me buy the rest of those from you, and I'll make you a deal. That's right. It's a non-ass still bite. $8 the current high bid, 33 seconds left. And I tell you what, if you get me to $20, I'm going to throw you a free rock. So you feel like you just need to throw that $20 price tag in there. I'm going to make it worth your while. Kelvin at $9. 10 seconds left. All right. Jonathan says 20 bucks. There you go, dude. I'm going to throw you a tourmaline that's worth at least 20 bucks just for getting me there. See? Good faith. Good faith gets you good rocks. So I'm going to throw you a really cool pink tourmaline. That pink tourmaline's worth more than $20 in and of itself by a long shot. So hey, thank you very much. We appreciate the business, y'all. Jonathan gets both of those for $20. All right. Let's see what we got next here. I really feel like we should do a fluorite, right? Or no. Maybe this one. Ooh, I like this one. We're doing this one. We'll do a fluorite next. But for now, a freaking killer chrysocolla, y'all. Look at this thing. Chrysocolla from the one and only Cuñari mine in Peru. This is the world's best chrysocolla. All right, now you're bidding on a smaller piece of it because I just broke it, trying to get it off the stand. But I wanted to show it better. All right. Now you're bidding on this one. Look at the color and the formation. Starting bid's $1. It's all right. We'll keep the pieces for perky boxes. This stuff sells itself. Sparky's going to start us off with $1. Look at that. See? Matt for $5. Thank you, sir. Well, right on. Thank you for the baby congratulations. He is a darling little fella. He eats a lot, and he only wears silk shoes. Oh, you can have all the pieces. For whoever wins this auction, you can have them all. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to use them. I'll give them all to you. $7. Current high bid with Sue. 30 seconds left. Matt's at 8. Well, right on. 9 weeks today. That's awesome. Congratulations.
I'm not seeing comments, but congratulations.
Kimbo says congraties.
What am I congratulating?
9-week-old baby.
Oh, son, boy or girl?
The little girl. There you go. $12. Mineral Munchies. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are, Mineral Munchies, but congrats either way. Babies are awesome and always worthy of congratulations. Our little one will be a month old tomorrow, y'all. I cannot freaking believe it has already been a month. Yes. All right. And then I said I would give the pieces, and that counts the one that's still stuck to the stand. So, Sue, put a little rubbing alcohol in that bad boy. It took it to the first rock show already. Well, that's cool. We haven't had ours out to a rock show yet. But he does come downstairs for the live shows, so. All right. Let's see here. I think we got time for 3 or 4 more auctions, but I said I would do a fluorite next. Oh, okay. What's up, Janie? Right on. Just a different account. Very cool. Yep, you shopped with us before. Well, right on. Well, congraties on the baby, though. That's awesome, though. All right. Next up, we have a beautiful fluorite from the Sugary Pocket in Nigeria. The reason they call it the Sugary Pocket, as you can imagine, look at the druzy on these. They are so beautiful. This was our first Nigerian fluorite, was from the Sugary Pocket. Our friend Red Deer gave it to us as a gift, and it resides in our personal cabinet over here. Lots of good purples and greens. You see the purples and blues and greens in these? They are a really, really cool fluorite for the price. And folks, let's face it, you're getting a great deal. High bid right now is $12 with Grant. Richard comes in at $15. So current high bid of $15 right now. They are very UV reactive as well and daylight fluorescent. All right, so our current high bid right now is $25 with Janie, $28 with Jim, $26 with Brody, $25. We're still at $28 with Jim as the high bid. Richard at $30. I'm covering up this price tag with my finger because I want to keep it a mystery, but I'll show you after. All right, high bid of 32 with Janie, 32. Jim, 35. From the Sugary Pocket. And for those of you who don't know, that was named after a Grateful Dead song. 38's our current high bid. 40 now with Grant. Beep, beep, beep. 40 bucks. Grant, you saved 10 bucks off the normal price tag, man. That's a $50 fluorite. So congrats, man. It is very, very rare that auctions typically, climb up over a price that I would normally ask anyway. But when they do, I always throw y'all a free rock if you go over, by the way. Just because we're cool people like that. So congratulations, Grant. All right, next up. I said we had time for a few more. I'm looking around the table. I think we're going to do this one next. We are. We're going to do this one next. Next up, 2-minute auction. Starting bid's $1. And we have a Kunzite from Afghanistan with a beautiful, beautiful C-axis on there. Nice and gemmy. DT. Oh, heck yeah. We got some blues. It is that time of the night, folks. I love a blues guitar. Starting bid of $1. Matt, starting us off with 12 bucks. Thank you, man. It's a beautiful Kunzite. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the stand here. If you are a cutter, you could certainly cut this. I personally hate cutting Kunzite. I think it's a pain in the ass. But, hey. A lot of people cut it. But either way, it's a cool crystal. Nicely terminated. Got some real good clarity. Richard's at 18 bucks. Thank you, sir. And Jim's at 20. Thank you, thank you. Kunzite. One of those things that you don't want to leave in the sun, directly in the sun either, because it will fade the color. 24 with Richard. So don't put it in your windowsill, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've cut a few and they shatter. They shatter. Like it's weird, they explode. $25 with Jim is our current high bid. This is a steal. This is, whoop, hey, it didn't shatter. There you go. Jim, you got it for 25. Thank you, sir. I feel like we could do another fluorite, though. We did one of these last week. I'm going to set that one aside just so we do different stuff. This one's really nice. Let's do this one. Who likes a nice octahedral in a brilliant green? Coming at you from the Hubei province in China. Look at that green, folks.
And with shout-outs in the Wells Fargo app, she knows if she's crushing her savings goals, too. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Beautiful green with some purple tips. From Hubei province, China. A gorgeous fluorite. Kelvin starting us off with $5. Thank you, sir. Jim at 10. Really, really great color on these. Kelvin at 12. Jim at $15. Thank you, sir. Grant at 17. Richard at 19. We have 58 seconds remaining. Jim, $29. Thank you, sir. 29, our current high bid with 50 seconds remaining. Hubei Province Fluorite from China. Green with purple tips and nice octahedral formation too, which is really cool. Richard at $30. Passes light very nicely. This is one of those that you could put on a stand like so with an LED under it. You know what I mean? That'd look really cool in the display cabinet, right? $30 our current high bid with 14 seconds remaining. And there you have it. What's up, Dennis? How are you, man? Richard, you got that one for $30. Thanks, man. All right, timer fell over, but that's all right. I say we do something a little different this time. How about yeah, Philly cheesesteaks are pretty badass, Brandy. Where did we have that last Philly cheesesteak? It was in Indiana, wasn't it? That was pretty fucking good. All right, next one up, we have a Chrysabarrel from Madagascar, folks. You do hear Junior in the background. We'll give him a little cameo appearance here in a second.
Who got that?
Richard for $30. Chrysabarrel from Madagascar. Starting bid just $1, folks. $5 from Jonathan. Thank you, sir. It's a nice chunky one, too. If it weren't for that intergrowth, it'd have been a nice maple leaf, you know what I mean? But $5 is a steal on this, y'all. I remember back importing these, even when you'd buy a large parcel of them, they'd be $40, $50 a piece. What's up, Jack? How are you? So our current high bid right now is $5 with Jonathan. Jonathan had that $5 bid. Now Matt and Janae came in and matched them, and then Jonathan said 6, and Sue said 7, and then Janae said 7. So right now we get Sue at $7 with 40 seconds remaining. 9 with Janae is our current high bid. 11 for Tex. Excuse me. I did cut a calcite once. It was awful. 12 with Janae. Our current high bid of $12. I couldn't get a real good polish on it, but I was able to cut it and keep it together in one piece. Jim at $16. Thank you, Jim. Jim, we got you at 16 for the Chrysabarrel. Thank you, sir. $16 for Jim, yep. All right. One more shot of the baby here. He's kind of cranky, though, isn't he? Are you hungry? Look at that hair, y'all. He's a cutie. All right, and I tell you what, it is 11:38. I think that means we're going to do one more auction, and then we're done. What do you say? Is that good? All right. Last one of the night, folks. And we're going to make it a shebang one. I'm seeing what we have left here on the table. It's too delicious. I like saying too delicious. All right. Last auction of the night, folks. Yeah, 12 hours away, right? All right, last one of the night, folks. We have a beautiful combo of tourmaline, quartz, and mica from the Chamachu mine in Pakistan. Blue tourmaline, a beautiful doubly terminated quartz crystal, and mica growing right in the middle with some more tourmalines and then some tourmaline on the back, but a killer little specimen. Jonathan starting us off with $15. Thank you, man. Matt, $40. Thank you, sir. This is a great piece right here, y'all. These are great combos. I love the Chamachu mine. They have some really spectacular specimens. And we have a minute 12 seconds remaining. High bid of $40. Richard at 45. That blue tourmaline is terminated, by the way. It is. It's like a blue purple, too. Let's get some light behind that bad boy. Blue and purple. Grant at 48. Jonathan at 50. Matt at 50. Kelvin at 50. All three y'all at 50. Jonathan's came in first on my end. We have 16 seconds remaining. Richard at 53. Matt at 55. Jonathan at 66. And there you have it, folks. $66. Congratulations, Jonathan. Kelvin, your 70 came in after the buzzer. And folks, that is our final auction of the evening. And we'd like to thank everybody for hanging out tonight and spending your evening with us. I'll send invoices at some point tomorrow, and we'll be shipping on Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, if you want us to hold your open box until next week or whatever, that's fine. As long as you pay your invoices every week, we'll hold them as long as you want. Just let me know when you pay your invoice if you want me to ship or hold. All right? Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. We're going to go upstairs and give this baby some milk and kick our feet up. All right? Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.